Just a reminder that this and all my other videos are made for doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening. Hello Internet! My name is Kelsey and welcome back to my closet. And kind of like literally welcome back because I feel like I just haven't been in here doing a lot of filming. I just can't find the things I'm looking for to unbox. That's why there's been kind of a lull in the last week or so, and I finally found something though that I want to share with you guys. So when I was driving around in Jersey for my friend's bridal shower, I found this Crybaby BFF 2-pack at Walmart. I believe it was in the realm of $35 to $39, but I will put the correct price right here. And I've been excited about seeing the BFFs for a while, ever since we saw the leaks. I've been really interested to see what they're gonna be like in person. I've never had any of the regular Crybabies dolls because I'm not really into baby dolls, but these seem pretty cute as the first foray into fashion dolls. And you know, that's just the thing. Everybody takes their small dolls and makes them into bigger dolls, or vice versa. So it was only a matter of time before Crybabies did it too. Let's have a look at the box here. So we have Coney on one side and then Sydney on the other. And there are like 5, I think, individual dolls in the lineup. And while they're all cute, there was none that I was like 100%, ooh, I really want this particular one. But Sydney, when I saw her, I was like, ooh, she's really cute. And at first I was like, she's in the 2-pack, what if I don't like the other one? But I'm gonna give her a fair chance. Maybe I will like her more than I think, but I definitely really liked Sydney. Just her colors, the little stars, the swan purse that she's got. And each of these tubes is where the dolls are, and they each have these rotating pieces that you can change. Trying to figure out which finger is doing what. You can change the positions and poses that they're doing on the box, and that's kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't really display the fact that they have any like extra accessories or outfit pieces or anything, but it's cute to give you an idea of what the doll is kind of gonna look like. There's also a necklace for me. And there are 20 plus items according to the box here. Super shiny. On the back we have the BFF logo, a little clip down here from the web series that I have not watched and probably won't watch. Although I was thinking about maybe doing a video talking about ranking like doll web series or YouTube series. Let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested. I have these ideas and then I never get a chance to actually do them because I'm just like super busy. That's a little bit of what the animation probably looks like. And then you got the artwork of the characters over here, and it says become a BFF with this friendship necklace. From what I can tell, this necklace is not one of those like 90s BFF necklaces where you have like 2 halves that click together and then you give your friend one. I had one of those with a friend and we're not friends anymore. This box is really heavy, so hopefully that means that the dolls are nice and solid. And then there's Sydney on this side and Coney on this side. That is all of the box, and if you're interested in these 2 at all, there is the barcode. Like I said, I found them in Walmart. They were kind of hidden. They weren't next to the other BFF dolls. They were hidden on the opposite side of the aisle behind some other stuff. So I don't know if some people put them there, because it wasn't like this is the only one. There were a few. So I don't know why they were separated, but I found them and now it's time to open them. Okay, well, that's interesting. I kind of forgot that when we first saw leaks that the package becomes a playset was kind of a thing in this line. And see, this is a whole bedroom, dressing room backdrop here. The only thing is the way that the tubes were attached at the bottom, it kind of ripped off some of the floor details, which is a shame, but the floor actually extends like out. You could flatten this down and have yourself a little backdrop. And then the tubes just come apart, and then back here there is this piece that was in the center here. It's like the dresser that has the hat for Coney and then the hair pieces for Sydney, and there's some other stuff in here, and it's actually taped closed so that you can open it like a, oh, and there's a bunch of crap in there, haha. We'll have to look at that closer in a minute. And then there is a little piece of paper. And now see the tape ripped off the paint on that too. But that's really cute because you can close that up and use it again if you're careful with the tape and everything. And then this is just, I guess, a collector's guide, which, you know, it's not a surprise toy, so at least you don't have to worry about doubles. And then on the back, it kind of shows you directions on where stuff is hidden, how to get the dolls out, and dress them. Let's see if we just pop this open. Ah, and she's wrapped in tissue. There's nothing else in here. You could definitely keep this because it's a nice, sturdy plastic and use it for something else for storage for doll stuff. I might do that. I don't know if I want to keep like this part on it because these are just plastic sleeves that you could trim off and then it would just be a solid purple tube. Oh, and these are doll stands. It's kind of weird, but I think you can take off this lid piece too to make it just a stand, but it's kind of an unsightly looking stand with this big bar in the back. I probably won't be using them as stands anyway, but here they are, Sydney and Coney, and I gotta take a closer look at them because this is my first time seeing these dolls in person. So here's a problem I'm noticing right off the bat, and it's on both of them. They have red or pinkish staining on their knees, and I'm sure that it has to do with how they were inside the tubes. Their knees were probably rubbing up against the plastic. Even with the tissue paper, it's not really thick enough to prevent that kind of staining. Although, I mean, I don't see stains on the tissue paper. I don't know why those are like that. It's unfortunate that right out of the box they have that sort of a stain on them when their knees are bare, but we're gonna move on. And we're gonna take them one by one, and since Sydney is the one that I was really excited about, we are going to look at her first. So here is her cute little face. I wasn't thrilled. I'm still not 100% thrilled with like the duck lips that they have on this face mold. I kind of wish that their lips were a little bit different, like pulled back into a bigger smile rather than pursed like this. But otherwise, I mean, she is really cute. They have these big inset eyes. They're not like super rounded or anything underneath. There's not like tons of dimension like other inset eye dolls that we have, but it does give a little bit of something more than just having painted on eyes. And again, I'm not really familiar with the Crybaby dolls, so I don't know if this is a standard look for them or if this is something they started just for the BFFs. She's got this minty blue hair. It's a little greener in person. It's styled into two little buns at the top. Of course, there's this piece that's kind of flying all over the place, but I could probably fix that. It is super soft, and it is only really gelled in these two pieces hanging off the face, which doesn't really make sense because they're not even sticking out to the point that you can tell that they're even there, but the rest of the hair is super soft and definitely nylon, I think. When Ex Canadensis saw them at Sweet Sweet, she confirmed that they have nylon hair, and you can tell it's very nice and soft. And it's pretty thick too. It's not like ultra thick. Here's the rooting pattern. It's not the thickest hair you'll ever find on a doll, but it's enough to get the job done. I mean, half of her hair too is up in these buns, so that takes away from the back thickness as well. And then she has matching minty eyebrows. These dolls looks like they don't have earring holes. And then we get down to her outfit. So she is wearing this fur coat, and it's a thinner kind of fur material. It's shedding a little bit. It's still soft, you know, it's not lined, it's just like a very thin, basic fur material that you can get from a craft store. But it is hemmed around the sides and the sleeves. And then underneath, this outfit is actually two pieces. So we have this yellow tank top, and let's see, can she take her hands off? Yes, we can remove the hands so that we can see what is underneath. So I'm gonna take off the skirt as well. It's just a plain yellow tank top that velcros in the back, It's a little bit stretchy, and it looks like she's got some painted yellow underwear underneath. But the tank top material, it's not the kind that really frays, but it's not hemmed at all or finished. It's just cut sharply. Even by the Velcro in the back, there's not like another hem around the Velcro. If you stretch it around too much, it might fray. I mean, my expectations for these dolls aren't like super high, just knowing the company that they're coming from is not very huge and wealthy like certain other companies, and they're just trying to get in on the fashion doll game. We all knew that, so they're doing what they can. It's not like they're crap quality either, but it's not amazing, you know? Like, I wouldn't fool around too much with the tank top, or you're gonna wind up getting like a little hole in it or something. And then we have the skirt, which comes completely apart. It's 3 little tulle ruffles with sparkles. We've got this stretchy material band at the top, and there's more of it in the back that the tulle is attached to. This piece that it's attached to is not hemmed either, but it's a little bit nicer of a quality than the tank top material. This is probably the best piece that she has, or that I'm seeing so far. She did come barefoot, so we'll have to look at her other accessories and see what she has. But as you can tell while we're looking at her, she has turning for her head, not really tilting, but she does have shoulder and elbow articulation, wrist, hips, and knees. And that was part of why I was pretty interested in these dolls too, is because they are a different doll line with some articulation beyond, you know, the basic 5 points. It's something different and unique looking, so, you know, I had to give them a try. Oh, and you can also do this with the hip joint. Make her dance back and forth. So she also, I believe these are her socks. So I'm gonna put them on her feet. They are this pale blue mesh with a little bit of sparkle in the actual threads that are used. Now that I was playing with her hips, I can't get her legs straight. She also has flat feet. Both of them have flat feet. Then we have her shoes, and these are just some boots that have stars on the sides by the heels with some painted yellow laces. They're pretty chunky, but I bet we could probably balance her to stand on her own with nice solid boots like these. She has painted laces, which is more than we can say for some Barbies. Then we have these hair clips, and there's one for each side of her head, and they are shooting stars, and they kind of remind me of the invincibility stars from Super Mario because they have the little eyes, and they have little wings as well attached to them. Based on the pictures, they're just supposed to go somewhere over her bun or in her buns. Can't really find a good place in the hair to actually get them because they're not a snap clip, they're just one that you slide into the hair and it grips. So I'm gonna have to play around with that and figure out how to do that. And then finally, she has this purse, which is a swan. It has painted blue wings on both sides, little crown and pearl strap that you can open up to get it on the doll easier. And this is because I think she's supposed to be like a ballet doll, so she's kind of given that like Swan Lake vibe. And you can kind of tell that from her background too, because she's got this costume on her side. Oh, and she also has a little necklace, which is just a strand of blue pearls with a little blue gem, and that is what it looks like on the doll. Alright, and here is Sydney all dressed in everything. I mean, I'd had to kind of put the hair pieces into the parts of the hair that's like pulled up to make the buns, but I'm not really loving how close together they are. I'll have to fiddle around with it to try to get it in the proper position. But this is what she looks like with that and all the other outfit pieces and accessories on her. She is super cute. I love her color scheme, that, you know, blue and white, and kind of adding a little bit of ethereal to it. Also, that's what really drew me to her in the first place. And I will say that besides this on the knees on both of them. She doesn't have any flaws in her face, being that you can't actually see their faces in the packaging. That's good, you know, there's not really anything wrong here that we need to worry about. So let us now look at Coney. So Coney, again, a name I don't really understand, but she has the same exact face sculpt, but she does have different eyes. She has more of a blue eye, whereas Sydney has these minty eyes. Her lips, though, are the same exact color. These dolls don't really have like makeup or anything because they are supposed to be of a younger age. Her bangs, as you can see, are totally soft. Even these pieces here on her hair are soft, not gelled at all, which makes it make even less sense why Sydney's little pieces were gelled. But anyway, she also has pink eyebrows hiding underneath her bangs, and her hair is done into these two big twists at the back, and these are nice and substantial. You could tell that they're really thick. So if you were to take her hair down and restyle it, you would have a lot of hair to work with. And she is wearing this super cute little outfit. It's a white shirt. It's like a blouse, actually. There's like a puff to the sleeve that's hard to tell with the overalls on, but I'm gonna try to pull the straps a little. They're very elasticy, these straps. So let's pull them down and we can see. She's got puffs at the shoulders on these sleeves, and then it's gathered here into a ribbed material at the arm. It is hemmed, and then the rest is white, and there's a hem here and at the bottom of this shirt too. So why did they put so much effort into hemming her pieces but left Sydney's tank top totally unfinished all around? Over that, she is wearing this pink gingham print overalls with, as I said before, really stretchy straps that are ruffled. They crisscross in the front and it velcros in the back, and it is a separate piece. And normally I'm not into overalls, but since they don't look like traditional overalls with like denim and like just, you know, a big block on the front or anything, I find them to be much cuter. And there's also some elastic at the waist to help keep them gathered. And they're also hemmed at the bottom. Like, her outfit is sewn a lot nicer than Sydney's outfit. I think it's way higher quality. Then we have her little accessories, and again, finding much higher quality in her pieces here. She has these socks, which are white, stretchy spandex material with this satiny pink elastic ruffle at the top. And she has these little ballet flats to go with it. They have bows and some straps on the back. There's not really any detail or anything, but there are some treads on the bottom here. So they're not really ballet flats. They're more like Mary Jane's, I guess, just with bows to kind of give the illusion of ballet. Then she has this purse, which is a little bunny head, and this is actually super cute. It is sculpted to look fuzzy all the way around. It has a sculpted little clasp at the top and really nice detail in the strap too, like this part here, little sculpted clasps and everything, painted inside the ears and the little bunny face. And again, it has a little closure so you can put it as a crossbody on to the doll. And finally, she has a hat. Now this is probably my least favorite, and I can't even get it on her head nicely. Gotta really like jam it down in there. I'm probably not gonna have her wear this hat because it doesn't even fit. It looks ridiculous. But it is sculpted. I will say it's nicely sculpted, I guess. It's the same like fuzzy sort of sculpt that they used on the purse. Now there is a face up here too, so I don't know why they didn't paint the face in black to match the purse, but the insides of the ears are painted, and there's a sculpted like sweater ribbing at the bottom, but it doesn't fit. It's supposed to fit snugly on the head, and I'm putting like all my might into it, and all it's doing is messing up her hair. So we're not gonna bother with the hat. And the last thing to look at, just because it came with the dolls, is the necklace for you. And this closure right here, oh my god, I can't even get it open. It's so stuck. But you see these? 90s people, tell me that this does not bring back waves of nostalgia, seeing a closure like this on a child's necklace. I had so many like Barbie necklaces that had this kind of thing, and I cannot get this open. Is it because I'm not a kid anymore that I'm not allowed to open these? And if I rip it too hard, the beads are just gonna go flying, so I'm not even gonna try. It wouldn't fit around my neck anyway, probably, but just simple plastic beads and a plastic gem at the bottom. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because I can't even wear it. I can't even open it. So let's talk about the overall thoughts on Crybaby's BFFs. I will say they are cute. The designs are cute. I don't dislike the designs. Some of the materials could have been nicer, but again, I cut companies like this some slack because they're not MGA, they're not Mattel, so they don't have as much budget as those people do, and so they have to cut back where they can. They didn't cut back on the hair, which is great. I mean, it's nylon, and it's soft, it's shiny, smooth, and pretty, and there's a decent amount of it. They could have been just sparsely rooted, but they're not. And there are some places, like in a lot of Coney's outfit pieces, where they put a lot of effort and quality into the construction and the materials. I can't be mad at them. They did also put in articulation, which is great, and it's nice to have another unique doll to add into your collection that is something not made by Mattel or MGA. We are seriously lacking in those right now, so the more the merrier. So I'll find a good place for these two BFFs to hang out together forever. If I had to give any other critiques, I would also say that I wish that this was not like their attempt at a stand, because it's just not very attractive for a stand. It's purple, like at least they could have made each tube the same color as the character, but all of the tubes, as far as I know, are purple, so it really stands out, no pun intended, against the back of the doll. And if this piece doesn't come off, then it looks like they're about to be beamed up into space or something. Rather than trying to make these into a stand, maybe they could have used that extra budget for plastic to make combs, since a lot of them have long combable hair, because there is not a comb in sight here. And while I'm thinking about it, why don't we just quickly compare size. Sophie, come to me! Here is Sophie next to Sydney, so you can clearly see that she is shorter. Sophie's on a regular Barbie body. Obviously there's some stylized head shenanigans here, but she is much taller, 3 inches taller. And here's Violet, and seems like the height difference isn't quite as pronounced with Rainbow High, and they kind of fit well, I guess, with the heads the way that they are next to a Rainbow High doll. They look a little more like they belong together. These could make really good Rainbow High little sisters. Like, here's Robin, who is very similar in color scheme to Sydney. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of the BFFs. Are you gonna get any? Do you think that they are worth the price based on what I've showed you? They're not like, oh my god, these are super cheap, they're not worth it at all. I think for one, if you really like one of the single ones, $19.99 is pretty fair, but you know, it doesn't hurt to get them on a discount either. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and until next time, bye!